It's assumed that Oklahoma will have a prolific offense. Mark Rogers TV running down positional units across the nation. We go to the Big 12 with Graham Dudley from Crimson and Cream Machine to help us sort out the personnel on the offensive side at the skill positions for the Sooners. Graham, how you doing today?
Hey, Mark, I'm doing really well. Just catching up on some Sooner baseball and ready to talk spring football again.
Very nice. Yeah, college baseball there in the Big 12 alive and well, and I assume pretty good with Oklahoma. You expecting a nice season?
I know that we've been picked to finish, somewhere in the middle of the pack this year, but I think this team has regional potential, so I'm excited to see what it can do.
All right. I think it's safe to say Oklahoma football not expected to finish in the middle of the pack, neither in the Big 12 nor in the nation, and Baker Mayfield, one of the great reasons why. So we're talking about one of easily the top 5 quarterbacks in the nation. If we didn't think he could improve upon 2015, he did. 71% completion percentage. He passed for more yardage per attempt, significantly, 40 touchdowns, 8 interceptions, also scored 6 times on the ground. We know what a leader he is. He rally guy that people are drawn to, his teammates are drawn to. So he has those leadership skills. He's an exceptional playmaker. Is there anything that Baker Mayfield can improve on this season? Of course, there are things that he can improve on, but do you see any kind of gaps in his game?
Not really. I think that one thing that Baker will really try to focus on this season is just getting off to a faster start. I think after 3 games last season, people were going like, what's wrong with Baker Mayfield? And as you said, by the end of the year, he had erased those doubts completely and indeed put up a better statistical season than he had in the first place. So I think that the non-conference schedule this year, especially the trip to Columbus to play Ohio State, is going to be Baker's real priority to make sure that there's no lag to the point where he gets to his Big 12 performance. He maybe took off with the ball a little bit more when he was in his first season at Oklahoma, and he might try to incorporate his running game a little more now that he doesn't have those proven running backs to hand off to. But no, I think that Baker Mayfield has proven that he can really do it all, and this is going to be an audition season for the NFL, and he really wants that national championship. So I think he's proven that he has the talent to deliver on those expectations.
Yes, I'm definitely nitpicking. We're talking about a Heisman finalist who finished with the best passer rating in all of college football, and despite having a great 2015, I think he decidedly improved upon that last fall. So he made the strides to become an even more competent player. Backing up Baker Mayfield hopefully won't be an issue because Baker Mayfield will make it through 12 regular season games and beyond, but it could be a situation where Oklahoma's so much better than everyone in the Big 12. Maybe Mayfield gets nicked up at some point in the year and somebody needs to fill in for 3 or 4 games, and they're good enough to get through that stretch. So that is in question right now. So you've got a list of names of who's going to be battling this spring and into August to back up Mayfield.
Yeah, last season it was just Austin Kendall, which I know made a lot of Oklahoma fans a little bit nervous, but thankfully Kendall was only called upon to finish games that were already out of hand for the Sooners. So, they were leading by so much. I think this season we can expect the backup to be used in a similar fashion if Mayfield stays healthy, but there is some question as to whether Kendall will retain that role or if he'll hand off to the 5-star transfer from Texas A&M, Kyler Murray, to be the backup quarterback for the Sooners. A lot of people kind of expect by default that Murray will become the next starting quarterback for the Sooners, but Murray is playing baseball right now this spring. He may or may not participate in the spring game. It doesn't seem like he is 100% focused on winning that backup role. And so I think that really leaves it wide open for Austin Kendall or maybe even Chris Robinson, the freshman that we just brought in this 2017 class, who by all accounts is an extremely talented quarterback. Now, I would not be surprised at all if Robinson, maybe even Kendall, redshirted this season because there is just an extreme amount of talent in that Oklahoma quarterback room. Baker Mayfield has such a vice grip on the position that I think it would make a lot of sense for either Robinson or Kendall to just sit the season out and let one of the other quarterbacks take care of the backup position and then really fight it out for the starting quarterback role in 2018. But yeah, there's 3 different guys in the mix for backup quarterback right now for Oklahoma. So the spring is going to be important in a way that you might not expect when you look at the Oklahoma quarterback position.